What makes a man turn into a monster? How does someone earn the name the ABC Killer, a name that made an entire nation afraid to walk alone? This is the story of Moses Sithole, one of South Africa's most terrifying serial killers. It was the early 1990s in South Africa, a nation torn between chaos and hope after the end of apartheid. Amid the change, another kind of fear began to rise. Between 1994 and 1995, dozens of young women started disappearing from three towns: Atteridgeville, Boksburg, and Cleveland. The connection between those letters, A, B, and C, would soon create the name that haunted a country, the ABC Killer. At first, police thought these were isolated cases, runaways or victims of random crimes. But that illusion shattered when bodies started turning up. In September 1994, police discovered a woman's body near Atteridgeville. She had been strangled. Weeks later, another victim was found. Same area, same brutality. Soon it became clear that this was not a coincidence. The pattern was too precise. By early 1995, the death toll had grown, and South Africans realized something terrifying. A serial killer was hunting women, freely, fearlessly, and efficiently. The press named him the ABC Killer, after the towns that marked his trail of death. Sithole's method was horrifyingly simple and incredibly effective. He approached women who were desperate for work, introducing himself as a representative from a youth charity. He spoke politely, offered them jobs, and even filled out fake application forms. Then he would lead them to isolated fields or empty lots, promising a job interview. Once they were alone, his mask dropped. He would assault his victims, then strangle them, often with their own clothing. Afterward, he walked away as if nothing had happened. This manipulation of trust made him one of the most dangerous killers South Africa had ever faced. By mid-1995, the police had connected the cases. They realized that one man, calm, confident, and organized, was behind it all. Psychological profilers described the killer as a charming, intelligent man with a deep resentment toward women. Then a break came. Investigators found that a man named Moses Sithole had worked for a charity and been fired after accusations of assault. When they checked his record, they discovered he had already served time in prison for rape. The puzzle pieces were coming together, and they painted a terrifying picture. Who was the man behind the monster? Moses Sithole was born in 1974 in Boksburg. His early life was filled with tragedy. After his father's death, his mother left him and his siblings in an orphanage, where he was beaten and abused. This trauma shaped the man he became. Sithole grew into an adult who appeared soft-spoken and polite, the kind of man you could trust. But inside, he carried rage and hatred. When he left prison, he used that same calm demeanor to manipulate women, seeking power and control through unspeakable violence. As the killings continued, the task force intensified its efforts. Led by Detective Piet Bijleveld, police combed through evidence, searching every record connected to job scams and charities. A survivor finally provided the crucial clue. She had escaped an attacker who claimed to be a recruiter, and she recognized him. His name, Moses Sithole. Now, police knew their target. But Sithole was always one step ahead, constantly moving, hiding in different cities, and leaving behind more victims. In October 1995, authorities finally located Sithole in Johannesburg. When they approached, he attacked one officer with a knife. Police shot and wounded him before taking him into custody. Inside his home, investigators found photographs of women, clothing, and letters, trophies from his victims. During questioning, Sithole calmly confessed to 38 murders, though evidence suggested he may have killed over 70 women. His lack of remorse shocked even the most hardened detectives. The trial began in 1997 and captivated the nation. Sithole faced charges of 38 murders, 40 rapes, and 6 robberies. Throughout the proceedings, he remained emotionless, even smiling when witnesses testified. The judge called him pure evil and sentenced him to 2,410 years in prison, with no chance of parole for 930 years. He was sent to C-Max prison where he remains today, locked away, forever silenced, but never forgotten. The case of Moses Sithole changed South African law enforcement forever. It led to better investigation systems, DNA record-keeping, and public awareness campaigns for women's safety. Yet, for the families of his victims, the pain remains endless. The ABC killer's crimes left behind deep emotional scars that time will never heal. Even now, his story serves as a grim warning that monsters don't always hide in the dark. Sometimes they smile, shake your hand, and promise you a better life. Evil can wear a friendly face. Moses Sithole was proof of that. His crimes shocked South Africa and reminded the world that trust can be the most dangerous weapon of all. If you found this story chilling and eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Dark Truth Files, the channel where we uncover the world's darkest crimes, one truth at a time. Turn on the bell icon so you never miss our next true crime documentary. This is Dark Truth Files, where every story hides a secret and every truth leaves a shadow.